Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to jumpstart your Cadillac ATS. So customer's got a dead battery and we're going to try to jumpstart it. So spin the camera around and show you how we get this one done. Okay, so because the battery's dead, we're unable to open the doors. Can't use the key fob to do it and all that stuff, right? So underneath here, you'll see a little like groove. I don't know what you would call that, how you describe that little notch in the plastic, you know. You stick your metal key there and you pry it and it comes off of there. Now I will tell you this, these things break real easily, so be careful with it. And also your paint scratches real easily, you know, prying off of it. So if you got some tape you can put on there or something, that would help. And you know, I suggest, you know, prying on it softly. Customer has the key. Let me show you real quick. If you don't know, the key is inside your key fob, and she opened it up just by, I'll show them real quick in case they don't know. So your key is like that, and then you press a button or something, you squeeze it. Well, there's a little button here. She squeezes that, and then it releases the key, and then she pulls the metal key out of the fob. Okay. Yeah. All right, so then we'll take the little metal key here and we'll go underneath like so, and we'll just pry it up off of there. Can I have you just open that handle and hold that for me for a second? And then I'll try to do this with one hand. Okay, there we go. So that came up off of there, and then we just pull it out like so. And then we'll set that up here for now. And then we take our metal key and we stick it into the door like so. And we turn it towards the front of the car and it should unlock it. There we go. Okay. So then I'll have you open that handle one more time and we'll reinsert this piece. Just kind of hold it open if you would. And then we'll just take that like so and we'll just push it in. And then you'll see here on the top it should snap back in. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do, and boom, boom. Okay, it's all back and how it should be. And then we'll take our metal key and put it back in our fob. Then once you guys have the driver's side door open, you're gonna go down here by the kick panel area underneath the dash, and we're gonna see a little latch here, a little metal lever. We're gonna pull that lever. It's got a diagram of a car on it with the hood up in white. We're gonna go ahead and pull that. You heard the hood release. So then we'll go ahead and come around to the front of the hood. This is a 2013 Cadillac ATS. Okay, so now we've got our hood popped, but it won't come up right. So there's a secondary latch, and you'll reach in with your hand like so, and feel around, and there it is. So just to the passenger side of your hood emblem, stick your like pointer finger in, and about right there you'll feel a little latch. Push that towards the driver's side. Your hood will now open up. Okay, and then underneath the hood you're going to see your jump point. That's identified by the red here and the plus. So plus for positive and red for positive. And then our negative is here. It has a G and D for ground here. And then we have a metal little nipple that comes off of the fender there, or the front core support, and that's our negative. So you can use regular jumper cables on this or a jump box. I'm going to use a jump box. Okay, so I'm going to use the Noco GB150 box, and this is my preferred jump box. Always hook up your positive first and then your negative. Okay, like so. Even if you're using jumper cables from another car, you want to hook it up red first and then black. Positive and then negative. Go ahead and turn our box on, and the battery was completely dead. It didn't even register until I turned the box on, so it's definitely a battery issue. You can see it jumping and twitching back and forth.
Do I need a new battery?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Yep. So go ahead and try to start it, and let's see if we can get it started off of that connection. I might need to go ahead and squeeze your terminals. That helps. Okay, there you go. So you see how it dropped down to 9 volts just before it started up. So the battery definitely needs to be replaced. and we're going to give an alternator reading to check the charging system to see if the alternator is working properly, and it is. Anywhere between 13.8 and 14.1 is where you want to be. This is, you know, spiking a little higher, but I'm sure it'll come down as she's driving the vehicle and using some power. It's probably just spiking because I just jumped it. So everything's good on the alternator on this vehicle. Another way you can tell if it's your alternator or your battery is you disconnect your jumper cables or your jump box, which is the power supply. If the lights start to fluctuate and flicker, and the power and the idle start to fluctuate, then you know that it's an alternator problem and not just a battery problem. You can hear this car is not fluctuating and idle at all. The lights aren't flickering. So, and the box also told us that the alternator is good. Yeah, so everything's good. And then all right, so we're gonna pop the trunk and show you where the battery's located on this vehicle, just in case you want to check it out yourself, or sometimes jump starting it from here doesn't work. You need to go directly to the battery, although this does give you a lot of safety features so you don't accidentally blow a fuse or shock a computer or something like that. It has inline fuses to prevent that. So I highly suggest going here, but if you don't have enough power, you may want to go there. Also, sometimes double jumping will help get enough power through these little tiny you know, jumping points. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the hood down, and I'll walk you guys around to the back of the vehicle here, where I've got the trunk open, and there's a few things in here, but I think I can still show you that our battery. No, I think it is. Have you just kind of hold that up for a sec, and maybe I can show them. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Here's the trunk lever latch. Oh no, I guess it.
Is this it right here?
Is that it? Go ahead and see if it'll open up, or is it bolted down? That's your.
That's the battery.
No, that's your air pump, because you don't have a spare. So you don't have a spare tire in this vehicle. That's your, what they call roadside mobility kit. So you don't have a spare. A lot of new cars don't come with spares.
So I have to pump it?
Yeah, if you're lucky enough to even be able to pump it. Sometimes, you know, if you get a big slice in the tire, that fix-a-flat's not gonna work. That could be the battery, but I thought the battery was on this side, but yeah, you know what? That probably is the battery over there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's your battery, folks, right there. Okay guys, sorry we got interrupted there for a second with a phone call, but just wanted to show you real quick. Your battery is in the back on the passenger side, or I mean the driver's side here. You have to kind of remove some of the flooring in order to change out your battery. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick, and we'll go ahead and close everything up in here, and customer's gonna go off and get a battery replaced and should be good to go. Also, real quick guys, while I got the camera rolling, just wanted to show you, a lot of these Cadillacs do not come with a spare tire. They come with this mobility kit. So if you do not have a spare, you're gonna have this air compressor in here that has fix-a-flat, and you know, that may not work if you get a big tire slice or something. So if you look in your trunk and you don't have a spare, I'd advise, you know, calling your local junkyard and getting a spare tire for this thing and putting it in here. And that's it.